I'll go to bat. We going in there.
Right.
They ain't getting another album, at least not like the one they think they're going to make money with.
Right.
Ralph Tresvant, the lead singer of the iconic 80s boy band New Edition, holds a special place in the hearts of R&B lovers. This celebrated American singer and songwriter has enjoyed a remarkable career in both music and acting. While he first gained fame with New Edition, he continued to win over audiences as a solo artist. Yet, despite his professional success, Ralph's personal life has had its challenges. He's navigated through difficult relationships, including 2 breakups and divorces. But there's much more to his story than you might know. Now, at 56, Ralph Tresvant is opening up about his life, revealing the truth behind the drugs, feuds, and betrayals that have shaped New Edition's most shocking secrets and scandals. Stay tuned to uncover more about this legendary singer's journey. Early life. Ralph Tresvant was born on May 16, 1968, in the Roxbury section of Boston, Massachusetts, to Patricia Tresvant and Ralph Hall. Growing up in a music-loving household, Ralph shared his passion for music with his younger siblings, LaTonya and Andre. This familial environment nurtured his early interest in singing and performing. As a junior high school student, Ralph and his friends Bobby Brown, Ricky Bell, and Michael Bivins decided to form a group and started participating in local talent shows. Breakthrough with New Edition. Ralph Tresvant's journey to stardom began in 1981 when he and his friends decided to enter a local talent show in Boston. Their performance impressed Maurice Starr, a local producer and talent scout known for discovering new talent. Starr saw something special in the young group and decided to take them under his wing. He rebranded them as New Edition, envisioning them as a modern counterpart to the Jackson 5. Starr secured a record deal for the group with Streetwise Records, setting the stage for their rise to fame. In 1983, New Edition released their debut album, Candy Girl. The album was an instant success, with its title track becoming a major hit. Songs like Is This the End and Popcorn Love also gained popularity, showcasing Ralph Tresvant's smooth lead vocals and the group's tight harmonies. Their music struck a chord with young audiences, and New Edition quickly became one of the most beloved boy bands of the 1980s. Success and struggles with New Edition. New Edition's journey to success was anything but smooth. As teenagers thrust into the spotlight, the group members had to navigate the complexities of fame, often clashing with their management and record label. These challenges led to financial disputes and internal tensions, culminating in Bobby Brown's departure from the group in 1985. The addition of Johnny Gill as Brown's replacement brought a new dynamic to the group, and they continued to produce hits like If It Isn't Love and Can You Stand the Rain. Throughout these ups and downs, Ralph Tresvant remained a steady force within New Edition. His smooth tenor voice became the group's signature sound, and he was frequently featured as the lead vocalist on their most iconic tracks. However, things fell apart between New Edition and Starr when the paycheck came in. The biopic, The New Edition Story, describes the shock the rising stars felt when, despite a chart-topping single and a popular tour, they got a check for only $1.87 for the group to split. They left Starr and signed with MCA, releasing the album New Edition in 1984. When Bobby Brown left. Following the release of their album All for Love, New Edition faced a setback as the album did not achieve the same level of success as their previous work. The group's dynamic was further disrupted when Bobby Brown decided to leave the band to focus on his solo career. At this point, Brown was already grappling with personal controversies, which, as depicted in his biopic The Bobby Brown Story, were causing significant friction within the group. The biopic The New Edition Story suggests that the group's manager pressured them to vote Brown out, but the narrative during their 2012 reunion performance painted a different picture. Ralph Tresvant recounted that Brown had expressed his desire to leave the group, while Brown himself claimed that he was effectively dismissed due to his declining performance, including issues with his dancing. Regardless of the differing accounts, Bobby Brown moved forward with his solo career, which flourished independently of New Edition. The group then welcomed Johnny Gill as a new member. With Gill on board, New Edition released one more album, Under a Blue Moon, and later recorded Heartbreak. Despite these efforts, the group's cohesion began to wane as its members started pursuing individual projects. Drugs, feuds, and betrayal inside New Edition's most shocking secrets and scandals. The group discusses how they were ripped off while on their first big tour with Grandmaster Flash on BET's Rewind That. Coming off the tour and really waiting to see this big lump sum of money you've been accumulating is what I was expecting, Tresvant said. And when we got there and they said we didn't have any money, it was surreal. I band only made $1.87 from the tour. Bell said, I was so naive that I didn't believe anyone was ripping us off. As BET's biopic, The New Edition Story, revealed, tensions between the members began when Tresvant became the standout of the group. Even though it was Brown's idea to form the music group, he was eventually voted out in 1985 because of his bad temper. He started doing Bobby Brown Surat, Tresvant said of Brown on Rewind That. He was showing up when he wanted to, not showing up. He started being the cat that stopped caring about all of that. Bell added how having Brown in the group was jeopardizing their careers. You're all going to end up with a broken record deal back in Boston, unless he's gone, he said. Brown explained how his desire to go solo helped his cast members make their decision to vote him out of the group. I never lied to them and told them I didn't want to go solo, he said. They knew I wanted to be solo, but at the same time I was causing so much conflict with the way I performed and the way they performed, and how fast I grew up and how fast they grew up. So it was only a matter of time before everything went down. Brown has had a long history of drug use and addiction. Once I heard they voted me out, that's when I went home and that's when I got into some crazy sot, he said. But Brown's departure caused more harm than good. While he went off to produce the hits Don't Be Cruel and Every Little Step, New Edition recruited Gill. They went on a hiatus in 1990 when Tresvant launched a solo career, and DeVoe, Bell, and Bivens formed their own group. They eventually reunited in 1996, but the drama didn't end there. The final installment of the miniseries will expose Bell's drug addiction. His battle with substance abuse will be shown when he swallows 2 pills with liquor during the Home Again album cover shoot in 1996. As you know, Brown's ex-wife Houston was found unconscious in a bathtub on February 11, 2012. It was later revealed she died of a drug overdose, but the bad luck didn't end there. Brown and Houston's daughter, Bobby Christina Brown, was found unconscious in her bathtub on January 31, 2015. She died on July 26, 2015, at the age of 22. Former managers of New Edition sued the band in July 2014. Benchmark Entertainment claimed they signed the group in 2012 and provided them with 3 concerts and a reunion tour. The group fired their managers and refused to pay them for their work. The managers claimed they were owed $500,000. New Edition gone wrong. Following the success of BET's biopic about New Edition, fans eagerly anticipated a reunion of all the original members: Ralph Tresvant, Johnny Gill, Ronnie DeVoe, Bobby Brown, Michael Bivens, and Ricky Bell. However, disappointment set in when it was revealed that both Tresvant and Gill had opted out of the group's new activities, sparking widespread speculation about their reasons for staying away. Rumors quickly spread, with many attributing their absence to internal conflicts over the trademark ownership of the New Edition name, which Tresvant and Gill held. However, as more details emerged, it became clear that the rift within the group went beyond mere business disagreements. In May 2018, Ricky Bell took to Instagram to address the situation, offering a glimpse into the complexities behind the scenes. He acknowledged the deep-seated issues within the group, comparing their struggles to those of a family. Bell expressed his hope for reconciliation, writing, "Like all families, we have differences that plague us, and those indifferences must be dealt with and smoothed out for us to function as the single unit that will allow us to tour as NE again. To be completely honest, I, for one, will rely on God's infinite wisdom and timing to orchestrate the right time and place for that to happen." Bell's message highlighted the challenges New Edition faced in maintaining unity, hinting at the emotional and personal scars that had yet to heal. While the future of the group remained uncertain, his words left fans with a sense of hope that, in time, the members might come together once more. Ralph Tresvant's solo journey. Initially, Ralph Tresvant was hesitant about launching a solo career. Quiet and reserved by nature, he had doubts about recording on his own, feeling that the other members of New Edition were not fully recognizing his contributions. His apprehensions persisted until he observed the remarkable success of Bobby Brown's solo albums, as well as the success of Ronnie DeVoe, Ricky Bell, and Michael Bivins with their Bell Biv DeVoe side project. Motivated by these examples, Tresvant decided to pursue a solo endeavor. His self-titled debut album was released in 1990, and it quickly made an impact. The lead single, Sensitivity, achieved significant success, spending 20 weeks on the U.S. R&B singles chart and reaching #1 for 2 weeks. The album also featured the top 5 hits, Do What I Gotta Do and Stone Cold Gentleman, the latter including guest vocals from Bobby Brown. Tresvant's debut album was certified double platinum, selling over 2 million copies, and earned him the Billboard Music Award for "But One New Pop Male Artist" in 1991. In addition to his solo music career, Tresvant contributed to film soundtracks, with notable tracks like Money Can't Buy You Love for Mo Money and Somebody Bigger Than You and I for The Preacher's Wife. He also made a memorable cameo in the urban comedy House Party 2, where he performed his singles Rated R and Yo Baby Yo for the film's soundtrack. Expanding his career into broadcasting, Tresvant became a radio DJ with the base of Boston on WZBR 1410 AM. His show, Inside the Ride with Ralph Tresvant, premiered on September 5, 2016. In 2023, he took over hosting duties for Radio 1's Love and R&B radio show, following former label mate Al B. Sure, struggles and personal challenges. Despite his fame and career achievements, Ralph Tresvant has faced significant challenges in his personal life, particularly in his relationships. He has navigated through 3 formal relationships, with 2 leading to marriage and the third one currently in the process of being made official. Tresvant's first known relationship was with Shelley Jean, his childhood sweetheart. The couple dated for several years before getting married in 1993. Their union brought 3 children into the world, but it was not without its difficulties. Despite their growing family, Ralph and Shelley's marriage encountered numerous issues, and they separated just 3 years later, in 1996. The breakup was widely speculated to be linked to Ralph's rumored affair with Amber, which many of his followers and fans believe contributed to the dissolution of his first marriage. After the end of his marriage with Shelley, Tresvant went through a period of reflection and growth before entering into his second marriage. Now, he appears to have found happiness once again in his current relationship, which he and his partner plan to formalize at their convenience. Not long after his divorce from Shelley, Ralph Tresvant began a new chapter with Amber, a relationship that further fueled speculation about their involvement during his previous marriage. Ralph first met Amber when she was just 13 years old, a devoted fan of New Edition. She was among many who admired the group's music. Amber, who later pursued a career as a visual art designer and virtual artist, crossed paths with Ralph again when he was married to Shelley. Their reunion was marked by an awkward incident. Amber had a minor accident, slipping and falling down a staircase. Ralph, who happened to be nearby, helped her, and they exchanged contact information. This chance encounter sparked the beginning of their relationship, which would last for 8 years before culminating in marriage. Ralph and Amber's wedding took place in 2004 in a double ceremony with Ricky Bell, another member of New Edition, who was marrying his partner, Amy Correa. The couple had a son, Dakari Tresvant, 5 years before their marriage. Dakari, now 21, is an aspiring musician. Despite their initial joy, Ralph and Amber's marriage faced challenges over the years, and they eventually separated after 16 years together. In 2020, Ralph Tresvant ended his marriage of 16 years, and it wasn't long before he was seen with a new partner. This new love interest is Monique, who is notably the ex-wife of El DeBarge, a fellow R&B artist from the renowned family group DeBarge. Monique and El DeBarge share 4 children together. The details of how Ralph and Monique met and began their relationship remain unclear. However, Monique made their romance public with an Instagram post celebrating the start of the new year. In the post, she shared a selfie of herself with Ralph, captioned, "After all, it's 2020 vision cheers." The image showed the couple enjoying a cozy moment at what appeared to be a festive event. As of now, Ralph Tresvant is not married. He and Monique are in a happy relationship, and she seems to be embracing her role as a mother to her 4 children and Ralph's stepson from his previous marriage. The couple appears content and well-suited for each other. How many kids does Ralph Tresvant have? Ralph Tresvant is the father of 4 children. From his first marriage to Shelley, he has 3 kids, 2 daughters, Mariah and Naquel, and a son, Ralph Tresvant Jr. Additionally, he has a son named Dakari Tresvant from his relationship with Amber. As for his current relationship with Monique, she has 4 children from her previous marriage to El DeBarge. It's likely that Ralph will soon become a stepfather to these children if Monique and he decide to marry. Best wishes to Ralph and Monique as they navigate their relationship and future together. A proud dad. Ralph Tresvant has yet to make a public announcement about the birth of his grandson, but it's clear that the news has brought him immense joy. Ralph, who cherishes his time with his grandchildren, must be thrilled with this new addition to his family. The family dynamics appear to be strong, with his grown children maintaining a healthy and supportive relationship, as evidenced by a recent photo shared by Naquel. At 56, Ralph has largely stayed out of the public eye in recent years, enjoying a quieter life away from the spotlight. Johnny Gill's shady comments. Last year, Johnny Gill found himself at the center of a social media storm after posting a birthday message to Ralph Tresvant that many fans interpreted as a veiled jab at the rest of New Edition. In his heartfelt message, Gill praised Tresvant, writing, "Ethereal Ralph Tresvant, I'm a little late, but I hope you had the best birthday ever. Man, you've sacrificed so much of yourself in so many ways. A car has many pieces from the fine interior to the fanciest wheels, but without an engine, it can't go very far. You are the engine that's carried the car for many years, and I truly salute you, man. Welcome to the 50 Club. Your best years are still ahead of you. Live, love, enjoy, have no regrets. Love you, man." While the message was intended to celebrate Tresvant, it sparked mixed reactions. Some fans applauded Gill for acknowledging Tresvant's crucial role in New Edition, but others felt his words were a subtle dig at the other members. One fan commented, "I feel like this was Patti LaBelle type stuff, though Johnny. Why throw gasoline on an already active fire? I thought you were the guy that always stayed out the way of BS. I'm a little disappointed. There, old Ralph Tresvant, why can't you just do it for us, man? Please." Despite the ongoing tensions within the group, Tresvant remains unfazed, choosing to stay out of the spotlight while he enjoys the arrival of the new addition to his family. Bobby looked like he needed the help. Bobby Brown accepts Ralph Tresvant's support on stage, years after settling New Edition beef. It's been 6 years since Bobby Brown caused a stir by cropping Ralph Tresvant out of a group photo online, an act that stirred up old tensions among fans. However, Recent events suggest that the two have put their past issues behind them, much to the excitement of their supporters. On April 30th, 2024, video footage shared on Instagram captured a heartwarming reunion between the two former New Edition members during the Tom Joyner Foundation's Fantastic Voyage cruise. In the clips, Bobby Brown, performing songs from his solo albums, is seen sharing the stage with Tresvant, who joined him for a performance of Every Little Step. The footage shows Tresvant energetically dancing and singing alongside Brown, even cheering him on with enthusiastic shouts of, "Go, Bobby! Go, Bobby!" as Brown attempted to keep up with a younger dancer. Fans responded with enthusiasm to the sight of the two singers back together. One fan commented, "I love that no matter what they go through, they'll always be each other's hype man. Just like back in the day. I love NE's brotherhood." Another added, "I love how they support each other. They are brothers to the end. They grew up together." Some fans also noted that Brown seemed to need the extra support, with one saying, "Bobby looked like he needed the help." The camaraderie between Brown and Tresvant is a refreshing change from their past conflicts. Brown was famously expelled from New Edition in 1985 due to his behavior and frequent clashes with other members, leading to his replacement by Johnny Gill. Brown went on to achieve a successful solo career, while his former bandmates, Michael Bivins, Ronnie DeVoe, and Ricky Bell, formed the successful trio Bell Biv DeVoe. Meanwhile, Tresvant and Gill also pursued successful solo careers. The recent footage of their collaboration has rekindled nostalgia and joy among fans, reinforcing the enduring bond between these iconic R&B stars. Here's why Ralph Tresvant secretly filled in for Bobby Brown on Every Little Step. Back in the heyday of New Edition, Ralph Tresvant and Bobby Brown were such close friends that Ralph had to step in for Bobby on one of his biggest hits. According to an interview with Bobby's former manager, Marty Machat, Bobby's struggles with drug addiction during the production of his multi-platinum 1988 album, Don't Be Cruel, led to Ralph recording the lead vocals for the track Every Little Step. Machat shared insights with Dazed Digital, explaining the behind-the-scenes drama of the album. He noted, "The beginning and last tracks of the album were overseen by MCA A&R Louis Silas to ensure the album was packed with hits. The song Don't Be Cruel was actually featured 3 times on the album. Silas had to beg Babyface and L.A. Reid to produce it because Bobby was frequently absent from the studio. His drug issues led to prolonged absences, and when he did show up, his attempts to record were often futile." As Machat recounted, when it came time to finish Every Little Step, Bobby was missing in action due to a drug run. Ralph Tresvant was waiting at the studio, and with Babyface and L.A. Reid ready to leave, Ralph stepped in to record the lead vocals. If you listen closely to the track, you'll notice the lead vocals are shared between Bobby and Ralph. The difference in their vocal performance is evident if you compare them side by side, and that's a wrap for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more great content. And don't forget to check out the next video on your screen. You're going to love it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.